book notes for The Cherokee Removal by Theda Perdue and Michael D. Green. So this is The Cherokee Removal, A Brief History with Documents, 2nd edition by Theda Perdue and Michael D. Green. I am Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers, Seattle, and I'm going to talk through book notes for a book on a select history of Cherokee Native Americans. The Cherokee Removal, A Brief History with Documents by Theda Perdue and Michael D. Green, 2nd edition, 2005 Bedford / St. Martin's edition, paperback, ISBN in the video description. This was a textbook I read in 2008/2009 as part of a history class at Shoreline Community College in Shoreline, Washington State, United States of America. So yeah, this was actually a textbook for me. I still got my highlighting, and I've got, there's my note, my handwriting. So in addition to highlighting, my handwriting, my little pink post-its. And yeah, so that was a good one. It was comprehensive. I am going to put this into notes on military / war books and movies, because I might classify it, the removal of Native Americans from their land and current occupation by non-Native Americans is kind of a military occupation of sorts. So there we go. It's non-consensual. So that kind of thing. So it says one particular group of Native Americans. So book notes. So that's the introduction. Book notes including construction and design. So there's a lot of information in this book, and it provides a variety of perspectives and different for the removal of the Cherokee Native Americans back in the early 1800s. So is that what we're looking at? Yeah, early 1820s. 200 years ago. Okay. And is a fair amount of, oh, it goes before that. See? 1814 is that one. So over 200 years ago. And it's just kind of text with occasional documents. So I've shown this on this channel before, so this is not new. Where was it? There was a map. So where were the Cherokee Native Americans located? They were located in modern day Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, North Carolina. And it had some of the other tribes. There it is. So if there's one takeaway, so they went from their native territory of Georgia, the United States of America, state of Georgia, Mississippi, North Carolina, and Tennessee they got moved to Oklahoma, what is now Oklahoma. And they were not the only Native Americans who were removed. They're kind of the fad tribe that a lot of people focus on. And I remember taking my history class and I was like, this map says it all. Right? This is like the problem with America. They choose one, they pick a favorite, and then they push that. And there were really 5 tribes, not one, that were removed. The Chickasaw, the Choctaw, the Cherokee, the Creek, and the Seminole. Right. So a lot of Southern food is pushed to kind of push these tribes. They're like, it's Southern hospitality for these tribes. And as you know, I'm Native American of or possibly don't know, I'm a Native American of Duwamish and Lakota, which is modern day Washington State and Minnesota territory. So I'm a northern, for the United States of America, I'm a northern Native American. Above us, that I've covered on the channel, are the Cree in Canada. It's a tribe in Canada, original peoples in Canada. So not the same food, not the same cuisines and stuff. So kind of like to see stuff get forced up here, and I'm like, this is Duwamish land. You are invading, right? It doesn't, just because there's a bunch of Native Americans doesn't mean we're on good terms, much less like forcing the culture of Southern Native Americans on Northern Native Americans is just as hostile. So much for hospitality and kindness. But yeah, I would say if in this book, if there was kind of like a grand takeaway, was like, the American press is really screwed up in like
stuff is just like, there's more than one that was removed. And so it's kind of like, well then, but then what does one, the tribes removal, right? Like, so it's kind of a, there's a favoritism there. However, it's also like, if people are fixated on instant gratification and sound bites and as short as possible, right, then just pick one of the tribes and do that, right? And so the Cherokee were picked. However, they were not the only affected group. So maybe in the future it will change to focus on some of the other 4 neglected tribes. There we go. So in conclusion, those are my book notes for The Cherokee Removal by Theda Perdue and Michael D. Green.